adequate words for what Avi meant to his wife Rachel, to their children, to his parents, and to his brother. And many other people also miss Avi. I've put together a few of my thoughts over the past year in spite of that. So here they are. This poem is called I Want My Son. Now he has become a hero who paid the ultimate sacrifice to defend the country he loved so much. Exemplary high school teacher, organizer of school volunteering program, responsible for the music room, represented Israel abroad, deepening their ties to Judaism and Jewish values. Loved playing wind instruments since he was very young, bringing joy to others whenever he could. Father of 8 beloved children, put diapers on them as if it were a holy act, carefully watched their progress at every step. But I don't want a hero who is being turned into a myth. I just want my son, whom I gave birth to with exceptional difficulty, whom I nearly lost immediately afterwards, whom I saw breaking into his first smile, whom I watched growing up with fascination, who always projected goodness and kindness, even as a very small child, who somehow managed to get through school while investing more time in youth organizations and sports than in the lessons that bored him, who leant towards religious teachings, came to love educating others, whatever their personal values, had a harmonious marriage with a most wonderful family, enabling me to be a happy grandmother. And this poem is called You Always Came Back Before, Until You Didn't. Instead, 3 soldiers knocked on my door. When you would go on school trips up and down the country you loved so much, when you joined a youth group and I would stay up and wait for your return, when you went alone in your teens to take part in the klezmer festivals in Safed, when you took part in a Holocaust trip to Poland organized by your high school, when you went to study in yeshiva, also in the dreamy city of Safed, when you served in the Golani Army Unit, carrying the coveted Negev gun, finishing with distinction, when you went to Memphis as a shaliach, left with 3 children and came back with 5, when you went away for family holidays, when you were always the life and soul of it all, when you served so many times in the Army Reserves, well beyond the line of duty, when you volunteered as a fighting army rabbi for the best part of a year in the Swords of Iron War. While I know you lie in the Mount Herzl Military Cemetery, somehow I still feel you might come over to please me, as you so often did, with your gentle but firm knock on the old door, broadly smiling, with a few of your lovable children in tow. And the last poem, it doesn't get any better, even after almost a year, and probably forever. Miss your special knock on the door, then your open, sunny smile, how you spoke to each of your children in an appropriate and affectionate way, your conversations about your love of teaching, occasional modest reports of some of your many voluntary activities, your calls asking if I needed anything when you had a moment to spare, your wise and considered answers when I asked for your advice. What a great gift you were to me. I miss you and miss you and miss you.